opening round review. It was a good week. There was a lot of teams that didn't have. I mean, almost every single team didn't have their full squad. Obviously, with only 8 teams playing, some people couldn't even get 8 players on the field. So it's a very lopsided scores. I can tell that one person got 407, another person got 108. So it's a bit unfortunate, but you know that's just the way it is. Um, but let's start off with the review and let's go by the two teams that scored the highest for the round. Let's start off with Maltese Falcons. 407 defeated Punters Paddock 370. Great scores from both teams. Maltese Falcons probably had close to their best team. There was actually a few that could still come into the team. Punters Paddock, obviously there's a lot of players that can come in there as well. So great scores to start off the season with. I can tell here the full forwards have both had good scores, 39 and 43. And the half forwards 44 and 55, so they were pretty good there as well. Jack Viney 110 as a utility, absolutely fantastic. And even Tom Green 92 was pretty good as well. Gorney 38 in the ruck, it's going to be usual and standard for him. Briggs was probably a bit down, probably 10 short where he needed to be. And the Dacos boys in the midfield were pretty good for 50 and 69. Nick outshone Josh. Took as a follower, 48 was alright, where Lockie Schultz, he's not a follower, but, Coley had no other options to go there. Nick Newman as a halfback and Stephen May, 62. Great score for Stephen May, and the two tackles were probably a bit down. As you can tell, still lots of players to come in. I mean, Jordan Dawson's going to come in. Trelaw's going to come in. Danger, who knows. Tom Atkins as a tackler. Last year was great for me, so he'll come in. So there's a few players to come in there, whereas for Maltese Falcons, who scored 407, have got players such as Mitch Lewis can possibly come in. He's got Ruckman in Ned Breeze and Lloyd Meek can go to Briggs if that means, well, Ned Breeze wants to go there. Can change the forward line around as well, but yeah, he was pretty much close to full strength as we can tell there. So great win to Maltese Falcons, 407 over Punters Paddocks 370. Let's move on to the next game. The next highest scoring game will go with Seek and Destroy versus Gods of Olympus. Gods of Olympus fell short, 307.5 to Seek and Destroy 359. And there's a lot of changes going to happen to both of these teams. As we can tell, the two Brisbane boys, Hipwood and Danaher, pretty good, 20 and 26. Actually, I think for the full forward spot might be a bit down this year. I'm not too, it's still hard to work it out. Shane Bolden only had 6 kicks. You wouldn't think he'll do that again at 27, where Lukosius is probably what he's going to get every week, 41. Gordon was very down on his performance, 62.5, and a lot of that come in the last quarter. Whereas Clayton Oliver 74, so both those players are probably realistically 20 to 25 short of where they need to be, or where they're going to be. And the Rucks, Dusty Cameron had a great game. He got 40 there. Big O was a bit down. Salem was very good as a midfielder. It looks like that's his position this year. And Hewitt had a great game as well, to be honest. I think what did he get? He got what do you have? 15 kicks, 12 handballs, 13 contested possessions. Where Salem had what did he have? 20 kicks and 7 handballs, 15 contested possessions. So those players, look like they might have good seasons. Whitfield is a halfback. That's probably where he's going to be all year. Oh, sorry, he was a follower. He's probably better positioned as a halfback, to be honest with you. But he had 24 kicks. And Sam Flanders started off alright, but slowed down at 43. Sexy back didn't really work at 35. But Will Power had 20 kicks. Yep, 20 kicks and had a good game at 59. And the two ruckmen, well, they're not going to be there, let's be honest. Who can come in? Well, Sicily can come in. Hawkins can come in. Purposely left out Yo there. Mick Jacino. Rowan Marshall's definitely going to come in. Hayden Young, Warlord's a tackler. So lots of options there. Whereas over here for Seek and Destroy, they can bring in players such as Parrish, Steele, possible big name called Mitch Duncan, Peter Wright as a full forward, Ridley when he's available, Brayshaw, Allen. So good depth of both teams there. So both teams should expect a better score next week. But Seek and Destroy with the win there. Next up, we have Renegades versus Top Guns. Renegades 257.5 were defeated by Top Guns 257.5 were defeated by Renegades 366.5. Top Guns is one of those teams that were left to play short. As you can tell, Dustin was injured and didn't have any other options there. whereas Renegades had, a few players missing, but he had a pretty good side there. Tom Pupley got injured in the game as well, but Mytrick had a good go at full forward at 42. As I said, Dusty didn't play, but Toby Green at 34 was probably down in his performance, let's be honest. Noah Anderson and Dunkley. Dunkley's probably where he's going to be. Noah Anderson, maybe 10 short, but still had a pretty good game, whereas Witts was down. I still reckon he's about 10 short of where he's going to be. 22 hit-outs, that's not going to be Witts all season, let's be honest. But the Conan was probably where he's going to be. Unfortunately, Dockley done his ACL, so Dash will be needing to replace him if he chooses to, and he has till Thursday to do that. And Blake Acres 45, Pendle's at 33, and Kelly at 56. Kelly was great for me last year. He didn't start off well. 22 kicks he had. Absolute jet he is. Whereas the halfback, Lloyd wasn't good at all, and Blakey had a great game at 61. What do you have? 18 kicks, 7 rebound 50s, 6 intercepts. So Blakey had a pretty good game. Isaac Henny had a great game. Have a look at this. Would have got 110 as utility. 61 as midfielder, 46 tackler. Every position he would have been a gun at in that game, so he was fantastic. Who can they bring in? Well, Rory Lair can come in. Who else? Dan Houston, Luke Ryan, Luke Jackson, if that's going to be a change, who knows. We're over here, you've got players such as LDU, Todd Marshall, Zach Merritt, Warple. So a few to choose from. Rankin as well. Nick Martin's going to be more back. So a few to choose for Renegades there. So once again, big improvements from Top Guns. We've got 300 if he had a full squad. So all the rest of his players did okay. After that, the next game we're going to look at is Sugar Daddies versus Gators Bitches. I got worried at one stage, but realistically, I didn't need to. Sugar Daddies only had 5 players, and to be honest, 234 for 5 players is a pretty good score. And he lost to Gators Bitches 291.5. Joel Amati is a full forward, pretty useless, only 3 points, got subbed out, but that's the options I had. Half forwards were pretty good. Jesse Hogan 44 and Charlie Curnow 48. Hogan kicked 4 goals, and I think Charlie Curnow kicked 3 goals, or 4 goals as well, so both players kicked 4 goals there. The utility positions, well, Petrarca 75, he's not going to get that every week, he was a bit down. And the guy wasn't great, he had a bad game. I think most of his possessions come in the last quarter. Ainsworth, he was playing interchange, but didn't have any other options for his position as a midfielder. As you can tell, he didn't have a ruck, where Brody Grundy 37 in the ruck. Looks like he's going to be back to his best, which is good for me. Mitchell, don't want to talk about it. Lockie Ash 45 as a halfback, where James Short 44 have they tied themselves out or as a follow-up. Harris Andrews got 64 as a halfback. I think he had 12 spoils or something. Well, he had 12 1%ers or something like that, which boosted his score up quite a fair bit, and that's the reason why he got such a high score. And Matt Rao, though, have a look at his for performance. 19 kicks, 14 handballs, 26 contested possessions, 20 clearances. What an absolute gun. 78 as a midfielder, 72 as a follower. What a great game from Matt Rao. Unfortunately, though, a losing performance for Sugar Daddies. And now we'll go to the final game, and that was Rangers Anonymous 288 defeated Bombers Forever 108. Look, both players didn't play their best team for sure. Rangers Anonymous had Aaron Cameron 27, Cameron 27. Taranto was just useless. He had 52. McGluggage as a ruckman had 7. Lockie Neal 47. Canelio 44. Moore 42. Robon 42. Good performance. Where here, there was just no one. He had no options at all. All of his players were injured. Kenner left a lot on the bench though. Kenner could have played Boston, who had a pretty good game. We got 61 as a halfback. Hopper had a pretty good game. So it's just bad choices with him, but he still got the win because the other guy didn't have anything. Whereas over here, Taylor can come in, Brad Crouch can come in. And you got Gold, you got Wines, you got Tom Stewart, you got Libbar, you got Timmy Lish, Zach Butters, Sheasel. So Bombers Forever's got a pretty good side there. So both teams are going to be pretty good. You think of it Rangers Anonymous need to lift a bit to choose their better sides. But Bombers Forever look like they're going to have a pretty good side this year. Let's have a look at it then. So after opening round, if we look at the ladder, You can see Maltings Falcons on top with the better score, 407. Average is infinity, so everyone well done. You got an infinity average, which is fantastic. But Maltings Falcons on top, 407. Then it's Renegades. Then it's Second Destroy. Then Gators Pictures. Our perennial high scoring champion, high scoring premier, but no wins. It's got a pretty good score at 370. And then Andrew, 108. Now remember, if you are tight into the season, your ladder position will be based on your points for. So even if you got buys, even if you haven't got a full team, try to play your best team you possibly can. But look, that's all pretty much. Hope everyone has a fantastic week. Remember, the fixture kicks off on Thursday with Richmond versus Carlton. And I believe, don't forget, Dash, you can make a change and bring in, change Sam Dockett if you wish. Andrew has made the change. He has taken out Kitty Coleman, who done his knee. He's out for the year, and he's exchanging for Brett Daniels from GWS. So that is done as well. And that, everyone, look, have a fantastic day, and see you all later. Welcome to the open.